Thank you very much for the nice introduction. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear participants, dear hosts, it is my pleasure to participate in this important forum to discuss the topics of fundamental significance for the future of our countries and the entire region. Apart from giving us an opportunity to better understand the problems in the region, such forums help us consider the tools that we have at our disposal to ensure better political understanding, viable economic progress, and stronger economic ties in the region. In the past, the Balkan region was associated with instability and political fragmentation. After the war in former Yugoslavia, many theoreticians, journalists, or opinion makers have used the term Balkanization to refer to similar conflicts and processes of disintegration occurring in other parts of the world. The image of the Balkans as an unstable and conflicted region has remained as such not only because of the tragic events from the past, but also due to the high level of misunderstanding and mistrust that are still evident in certain countries individually and in the region as a whole. Once acquired, this image has not been fully dismantled up to now. Frankly speaking, many evident uncertainties are still there, and if we want to overcome them, more credible, realistic, and sustainable actions need to be taken. We all know that any burdened situation is a threat to a stable economic development based on unhindered flows of foreign investments. Our legislative efforts to create a favorable business environment are visible, and they give positive results. But still, there are serious obstacles that require political efforts and measures in order to reach a truly better environment in terms of both security and economy. That is why it is important that we as political leaders, business people, entrepreneurs, intellectuals, and media workers demonstrate readiness and make all necessary efforts to change the negative image of the Balkans in the global framework. But let's not be naive. Although the greatest share of that responsibility certainly lies with the political leaders of our countries, it is not only them who create and run the political processes in our region. Actually, many of these are created and run externally, where the approach to the countries in the region or political actors in the region is not balanced, very often even lacking basic consistency or credibility. Therefore, how to raise the level of mutual understanding and successfully interact at the economic front for the benefits of all in such complex circumstances, both regionally and globally, remains a big challenge to the Western Balkan countries too. Of course, economic turbulences, pandemic, wars, political tensions, security issues, illegal migrations, and similar threats require stronger cooperation within the region on one side and between the region and the European Union on the other one. To maintain regional stability is a prerequisite for any future recovery. Unfortunately, we have recently seen many tensions and negative developments in our region, followed by a continually biased and partial approach of our international partners to such incidents or negative phenomena. Among the countries in our region, from the Mediterranean and the Adriatic to the Black Sea, we can see the ones that are already member states of the EU and those that are on the EU path, hoping to reach the EU membership. Those Western Balkan countries that tend to become the EU member states have a great opportunity to prepare themselves for the European integration through various regional cooperation initiatives. The Berlin process that includes all the countries in the region is certainly one of them, as is the Open Balkans initiative currently including Serbia, North Macedonia, and Albania. These two initiatives are compatible in their efforts to enable regional cooperation on the issues of infrastructure and economic development, but also in view of a free and unhindered movement of people and goods, recognition of diplomas and working qualifications, and other things that benefit our citizens. Both initiatives represent an excellent development opportunity for the Western Balkans, at the same time offering a practical exercise for the EU integration. We all know this region is still vulnerable and burdened with events from the past. Each of our countries is still struggling with its own political issues, while at the same time having to deal with numerous economic challenges. Many regional initiatives have been developed in the past 25 years. Some of these have been rather successful, while some have not achieved tangible results. Apart from the internal political burdens in each of our countries, there is still pretty low intensity of bilateral political interaction within the region. At the same time, the level of international interventionism is too high and often biased, which is one of the reasons why the level of our mutual understanding within the region remains to be low. This requires many additional efforts in order to improve the situation in the future. To that end, we support various efforts of the European Union to bring us closer together, but also we expect the EU to have a more pragmatic and credible approach when dealing with our countries individually and when dealing with our region as a whole. That's why I say that this goes the same line when it comes to the treatment of all of us within the region. Nowadays, in the extremely complex situation globally, it is important more than ever to further develop our partnership and the shared vision of the future. Our obligation is to leave better political, security, and economic environments to the next generations. We want them to live in a peaceful and prosperous region that would contribute to global stability, not threaten it. I believe that we have learned the lessons from our difficult past and that we will vigorously work to make a better future by deepening our partnership and strengthening our infrastructural and economic ties. I would like to thank our hosts for the nice events here, where we can really develop our discussion and see what we need to do in the future. I believe strongly that there is a good future for our region, but we have to learn how to use the benefits in order to make it beneficial for all of us. I would like to thank once again our Greek hosts to their hospitality and an excellent organization of this forum. As you said, this is my second time here, and I know how important it is for all of us. At the same time, and at the end of my address, let me emphasize that there are great investment opportunities, both in Republika Srpska and also Bosnia and Herzegovina, with their favorable geostrategic position in the heart of southeastern Europe, in the central part of the Balkan Peninsula, providing an access to the market of 600 million citizens based on several free trade agreements and arrangements. Our country offers low business operation costs and similar taxation policy, and stimulative also, competitive and highly skilled workforce. As Greece is one of our favorite summertime touristic destinations for our citizens, we would like to invite and welcome all Greek friends and also other friends across the region to experience beauties of our country, especially during winter time, including staying on our Olympic mountain of Jahorina, which is our beauty. Thank you very much for your attention.